Hello friends, I am Dr. Kumar, hair transplant and aesthetic surgeon by profession. Today I want to share on what is spiritual health. We all know health is becoming wholesome. We are not only the body but also mind and soul. Most of the time we perceive ourselves as the body, the soma, which is tip of the iceberg. When we understand that we are more than the tip, then we can unleash our total potential. We are very happy. We are enjoying our life with the body consciousness. But when we shift, when we know ourselves that we are beyond the body is only a limited perception of ourselves. WHO, World Health Organization, beautifully described the health as not mere absence of disease. It is a balanced state of physical, mental, intellectual, social, and spiritual well-being. Spiritual health is not a religious way of understanding the health. Even the religion speaks about how you can religate with your own self. When you religate with your own self, you can understand about your total self. Spiritual health consists of two words. Spirit in Greek is breath. Spiritus, we know, alcohol. It is altered state of consciousness. Breath directly connected to our true state. We perceive the partial aspect of our life through our breaths. But when we go deep into the breaths, when we become aware of the breath, then we can understand ourself. We all know self-confidence, self-mastery, self-dignity, self-empowerment. All these words signifies that we have to understand what is self. When we understand ourselves, then we can unleash our total potential. Spiritual health is understanding the spirit so that we can become very holy, wholesome. How can we understand the spirit? We are living in the soma. We have two eyes, brain, one heart, kidney, and all are connected to the body. But when we are sleeping, when we are in sleep, we understand that we exist beyond the body. We have so many experiences. No need to understand about the self or spirit by any religious means. If you understand our nature, body is a wonderful interconnected system. If any injury happens to your feet, eyes will. You can understand the tears in the eyes. If any problem, if any infection enters into the body, all our body cells responds to it. Such a wonderful system is existing in ourselves. When we understand ourselves, we can know what exactly our system is. There are two things. You can live very unconsciously and you can also live very consciously. Spirituality speaks about conscious living. Many times the body is present and mind is absent. What happens if your mind is absent? You will not be total. Whatever you are perceiving is very partial in your life. You are not here to lead very partial life, partial enjoyment, partial entertainment. Everything must be complete. Everything must be total. Spirituality speaks about totality. When you are total, then you will become very, very holy, wholesome. This is what health is. Health is not mere absence of disease. It is a balanced state. It is a harmony. So friends, today the topic is spiritual health is the root and physical health is the fruit. Most of the time, to become healed, we approach allopathy. What is allopathy? Allo means different, pati means effect. Whatever the paracetamol you use, it will have side effect on the liver. Whatever you use as a painkiller, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug, it will have side effect on kidney. This is allo means different, pati means effect. Allopathy acts by suppressing the issues by medication. But the spiritual health speaks about how to unleash your potential and find out the reason for your issue. You are your own creator of your health. When you understand this principle, you can take the self-responsibility. Most of the problems are because of lack of self-love, lack of understanding about your own self. When you understand yourself, you will take the self-responsibility to deal your problem, to face your problem, to understand your problem so that you can resolve it without any external help. Do you want to seek the external help or you want to work on your own self? Here comes the spiritual health. The physical health, whatever we are perceiving in day-to-day life, is nothing but a reflection of your spiritual health. Spiritual health speaks about the backdrop, your potential, the reason for all the manifestation. It may be happiness or it may be sadness. Choice is yours. Where do you live? Everybody wants to live in the happiness. If you want to have more happiness, you have to understand your own self, not the tip of the iceberg. Most of the suffering, most of the problems are because you are living in the periphery. Spiritual health speaks about how to go into your totality, how to go to soulful living, not the somatic superficial living, soulful total living, holistic living. Every problem is a gift, Richard Bach says. When you can't understand this principle when you are in the periphery, when you go into the deep core of yourself, then you can look into the things totally. Then everything is a gift, everything is an evolution, everything is a lesson, empowerment. We're all here to have self-actualization. We all know Maslow's needs, physical needs to self-actualization. It all depends upon our passion, our intent. Life differs with your perception. Whatever you are perceiving, it may not be the true one. The reality differs with the perception. For example, a virus is there, an insect. For it, the total picture differs. So, spiritual health is a total purview of the life. Spirituality is better understood as the name spirit indicates, it is breath. Breath mastery is life mastery. Breath connects body, mind, intellect and soul. Breath is the bridge between outer and inner worlds. So our target must be, our goal must be being friendly to our breath. Most of the time we want to be friendly with so many beings. We want to acquire the wealth. We want to have so many positions. But are you bothered about your breath? As spiritual health is nothing but spirit and health. Spirit is, the Greek word is breath. Health is becoming wholesome. Through breath only you can become wholesome. Most of the people observe the breath or become aware of the breath in intensive care units. But you have to become aware of your breaths, your spirits. Spirit is not like what we see, a ghost, a white feeling, what we see in most of the movies. No, it's not. It is the consciousness, it is the energy, it is the understanding, it is your essence. When you understand this through the help of the breaths, you can unleash it. And the beauty of the breath is, breath and mind are interlinked. Catch hold of your breath. All of you, catch hold of your breath. If you really want to have mastery over the life, you have to have the mastery over the breath. Yes, catch hold of your nose. Yes, stay like that for, I count 1 to 5. Yes, 1. Very good. Today we are going to understand where the mind is. Mind mastery is life mastery. Yes, 2. Very good. You are doing very well. 3. Excellent. 4. Yes. Remove your hand. Otherwise, a life giver, if you continue the breath holding, you may not be here. Okay? So, did you get any thought during this? Yes, no thought. Only one thought. If I won't remove my hand, I may die. If you observe the mind, in a day, more than 56,000 thoughts are produced by the mind. But we require not more than 10 to 15 thoughts. How to excel in the studies, how to have another 2 crores of money today, and how to have good relationship, how to go to the party, or how to acquire. So all these are not more than 10 to 15 thoughts. But usually the mind does so many thoughts. Spiritual health is not connected with religion. Hinduism, Islam, Jainism, Buddhism, these are all religions. They speak about believe in God. Spiritual health speaks about believe in yourself. When you believe in yourself, you can unleash your potential, self-mastery, self-control, self-confidence, self-empowerment. All will blossom. You will become light. You cannot find anything in the darkness, even though you have so many positions, so many things in your life. If everything is dark, you cannot find it. A light can discover whatever you have. In the same way, spiritual health speaks about you have light within yourself. Don't look into the darkness. You can expel the darkness if you lit the candle. No need for the sun to come. With your light, you can dispel all the suffering. For example, you have cancer. Doctor says, yes, you are going to die in the 6 months. But when you, instead of worrying, if you become more wise by wondrous journey through breath observation, as I said, spiritual health, spirit is breath, health is becoming holy. So far, you are unaware of your breaths. You are only bothered about your girlfriend. You are bothered about your car. You are bothered about extra money. But now,
breath and mind are interlinked. When you hold the breath, you understood that when you caught your breath, the wavering of the mind has stopped. In this way, if you want to have the mastery over the mind, you have to have mastery over the breaths. Breath and spirit are connected. So spiritual health speaks about master your breaths so that you will become wholesome, you will become holy. When you become holy, you will see everything holy. This is what we say, Aham Brahmasmi. That means you have to see the God everywhere. Why should we see the God everywhere? If you see less than God, it will be less enjoyable, less happy. So we must see the best thing in your life. Everybody wants the best education, best life partner, best house. In the same way, why can't you best yourself? Most of the time we focus on bettering ourselves. We always compare with ourselves, but at the end of the life we feel that why we have not lived our life. Spiritual health speaks about how to lead your life very, very totally. from superficial to your soulful. Just it is a shift. My dear friends, what I want to say is, when you are really interested in yourself, then only you will catch hold of your breath. Until then, you will wander outside. You will go to allopathy. If not allopathy, you will go to naturopathy. If not naturopathy, homeopathy. After that, you will go to Tirupati. All are same for you. You will search outside because you want to catch hold of the reason outside. But it's all partial. But when you go inside with the help of the breath, you can catch hold of yourself. The root cause of your suffering. Actually, there is no suffering. Suffering is an illusion. Like a child is crying. What for? It wants to seek the attention of your mother, the baby's mother. If the baby's mother approaches the crying baby, it will settle. It will settle down, the cry. So, going to the root cause and addressing the cause of the problem happens when you aim at spiritual health. That's why we say spiritual health is the root, physical health is the fruit, rightly said. If you want to have fruits, you have to focus on the roots. If you focus on the branches, the leaves, you can't find the ultimate, the reality. People are living in illusion. And you know pretty well, money is necessary, fame is required, and the relationships are required, but all are connected to the mother science, that is spiritual science. Spiritual health speaks about spiritual science. We, as masters of medical science, am master in general surgery. You may be master in commerce. He may be master in psychology. But all sciences are connected to the mother science, spiritual science. Spiritual science speaks about the scientific temper towards yourself. No need to believe in God. Most of the religions say, believe in God, trust in the life. No, I say, trust in yourself. Believe in yourself. This is what we call be yourself. What happens if you are not be yourself? You will live the life of a cameraman. You will live the life of a politician. You will live the life of your hero, but you won't live your life. At the last you will feel, yes, I wasted my life. Let me take one more life, if at all reincarnation exists. If you are a believer of reincarnation, Raymond Moody beautifully says, if you won't believe in reincarnation, no problem, next life is there. You can explore it. In Narada Gita, it is beautifully said, no need to believe in anything. You must have scientific temper. If you have scientific temper, you can explore. While exploring the evolution, true evolution happens. So my dear friends, the spiritual health speaks about the evolution, conscious learning. We all know, most of the times we are not at all aware of ourselves. We don't know how we are walking. We don't know how we are speaking. We don't know how we are eating. But spiritual health, spiritual science speaks about how conscious you are. Nowadays, people during Corona times, they are all becoming aware of their breaths. They are taking care of the breaths so that not only the outer life, they are also focusing on inner life. Not only how to build the relationships outside, but also people are focusing on internal relationships with the family. And the person is becoming total. This is what spiritual health or spirituality speaks about. For example, you are eating. If your mind is somewhere else, will you enjoy the taste of it? No, not at all. So, the breath science is nothing but spiritual science. With observation of the breath, we can understand how magnanimous our body is, how magnanimous our thoughts, the gap between the two thoughts, the actions. When you are aware, this mindfulness makes you more and more meaningful life. Do you want a meaningful life or meaningless life? Yes, everybody are interested to have meaningful life. I said, when you hold the breath, what happened? Your breath, when breath ceased, the thoughts also ceased. From this you can say, thoughts and mind are interlinked. Your mind is not situated either in the heart or in the brain. It is connected with the breaths. That's why Buddha beautifully said, blissful breath observation is nothing but life observation. For example, I am good at surgery, but I may not be good at communication. Then I am going to lose that part of the life. I am very good businessman, but I am not very happy with the family. How many marks you are going to give to me? Only 50%. So you can also leave outer world, but if you balance the outer and inner world, the bridge between this outer and inner world, the spirit, that's why people say you must have team spirit. And spirit is alcohol. People always enjoy the alcohol. Why? Because they always release all their suppressed thoughts, suppressed feelings. There will be wonderful communication. So what I want to say is, no need to depend on the external alcohol. You can depend upon your inner spirit. No need to search for the spirit outside. What is the brand? Various brands. Here, create your own brand. This is what spiritual health speaks about. So the wavering in your life will stop and you will wisely settle in yourself. When you settle in yourself, then life will become play. Life will become a joy. Life will be a bliss. Most of the time, people are always in search of, yes, I want to have this, that. But if you observe a baby in the mother womb, when it comes out of the mother womb, always the folded hands will be open. That means you are here to give. It is not to give everyone like what Bill Gates does, what other people does, Warren Buffett does. It is not giving to others. First you have to give life to yourself. How best you are giving life when compared to yesterday. For example, today is August 23rd. Your life on August 23rd must be better than August 22nd. And August 24th life must be better than. So who is going to give gift to you? You must give a life gift to yourself. Spiritual health speaks about giving gift to your own self. That's why Buddha beautifully said, meditation is the beautiful gift you can give to yourself. For example, I want to have a gift. If I depend on the cameraman or the editor, Shiva, I have to depend on them. I have to boast them, or I have to be very friendly with them. And their life is also very different. Instead of wasting more time, you can allocate that same time to be with yourself, be with your breaths, be with your core. Instead of living at the periphery, go to your core. Spiritual health speaks about staying at the core. That's why Vedas, Upanishads beautifully said, meditation is nothing but staying with your own self. What happens when you are with your own self? You can observe how beautiful this body is, how beautifully you are thinking. So most of the people say positive thinking, negative thinking and miraculous thinking. How can you decide? For example, I want to kick a person. Yes, I have anger. I want to kick the person. But for other people, it looks like I'm a rowdy, even though I'm a surgeon. So this discretion goes by the external environment. But if you see from yourself, you can take the decisions. Instead of being governed by the other people, if you have the spiritual health, then you can act according to yourself. For example, a problem has come, pain has come. We all know pain transforms into pleasure. For example, a baby is getting delivered. Mother thinks that it is a very painful one because it is more than 400 fractures pain. Mother thinks that, yes, I should not mate with my soulmate or husband or spouse. Why? Because this is a very painful condition. Next time I should not sleep with my husband. But after the baby comes out, after the delivery, she says, yes, my husband is wonderful, Bangaram. That means a gold. So the pain transforms into pleasure with the help of the spirituality. Otherwise, pain is pain for the mundane beings, for the metaphysical masters. meditative beings, mindfulness masters, the pain is a gain. From the suffering, we will go to the offering. From the confusion, we will go to the conscious living. This is how spiritual health educates you, empowers you, entertains you, gives enjoyment to you. That's why I say, being friendly with the breaths and understanding the spiritual health is making friendship with your life and making friendship with yourself. Is it not good? If you want to make friendship, you have to wait. You have to have appointment. But here, there is no need for any appointment. You can do. You can romance with yourself at any time. You can be friendly with yourself at any time. This is what we call the divine romance, divine friendliness. This happens with staying with your own spirit. Staying with your own spirit, that is breaths, makes you wholesome, blossoming. See, sun is there, flower is there. Sun is blossoming. He is not for you. In the same manner, the flower is also blossoming. We think that the bud has blossomed into the flower. No, it is its own growth. So when you are with spiritual health, when you are with your breath science, when you are with your core, then you will be always blossoming. No need to say to your son, read. He will read because he will love himself. He will accept himself. He will have the self-responsibility towards his studies. We all know, no need to waste the time. There are two things are there, either time utilization or time passing. People will not indulge in time passing activity. They always utilize the time for their own betterment because they want to give gift to themselves. If you are giving gift to your own self, what will happen to them? What will happen? You will always give gift to the other people because you are fulfilled. You want to give gift to other people. This is a natural course. For example, you are a small kid. You won't bother. You will always depend upon how to get the food, how to get the love. But when you grow, even you will feed yourself. In the same manner, when you grow still further, you will give birth to the another child. Spiritual health is a passion. It is not the need. Physical health may be the need. Because we are in a confusion. Whom should we go? Whom should we approach for the healing of our suffering? But when you shift from surface to your spirit, your soul status, with the help of breath observation, what is called anapanasati, simple observation of the breath by the Buddha, simple witnessing of your breath with smile, what I call ananda vipashyati. Ultimately, you have to have the bliss, the happiness at the end. As Dr. Wayne Dyer says, there is no way to happiness. Happiness is the way. Begin with the happiness. That's why I say ananda vipashyati is starting with a smile, filling every area of pain with a smile, witnessing your breath with smile, and even distractions, deviations with a smile. Later, this smile, whatever you cultivated, it will make you to land in your blissful state. So, initially start with breath observation. As I said, spiritual health is nothing but, spirit is nothing but breaths. Health is becoming holy, wholesome. I think you know, medicine and meditation both have same roots called medicinia, to become wholesome. That's why I feel very, very proud being in the medical profession. As a medical doctor, we always touch the body. But if you evolve to touch the mind, to know the mind, and to feel the soul of the being, then we are Narayana, Vaidyo Narayano Harihi. This is a very, very greatest profession. That's why I impart the spiritual health sessions, smile breath awareness meditation sessions to the nurses, paramedics, because they do a lot. Doctors prescribe, but the most of the treatment is given by the nurses. For the inpatients, in addition to giving the medicines, if they teach meditation, what happens? Every patient will go into absolute stillness, absolute calmness, absolute tranquility. There is no confusion, there is no conflict, there is no unnecessary chatting. They will become silent and they will be with the pain. We all know pain is for gain, From the pain, we can go to the pleasure. So, when you are with the breaths, when you are with the spirit, when you are with the soul, when you are with the self, then you can reach the roots. Then you can work out from the roots. So, my dear friends, I want everyone, instead of just looking at the fruits, look at the roots. Change must happen from the roots. Breath science speaks about having change from the roots. The choice is yours. The ball is in your court. Where will you live? Do you live in the surface, or do you choose to be in soulful state? Every doctor nowadays in the blissful doctors organization are imparting the spiritual health. They understood that spirituality is not a rituality. It is not religion. Spirituality is not doing puja or yajna or something. Spirituality is staying with our own self. See, if I stay with my eye, what happens? I'll become eye. If I stay with my knee, what happens? I'll become knee. We all know. If you are with a mathematics teacher, you will learn mathematics. If you are with a biology teacher, you will learn biology. If you are with the breath, you can understand the life. Do you want to know about the life? Do you want to become the master of the life? Then become the master of the breath. This is what spiritual health speaks about. Abdominal pain has come. What will you take? Cyclopam you will take. Headache has come. You will take non-steroidal, anti-inflammatory, ibuprofen or diclofenac. That means various drugs are there. But here only from drugs to dhyan. Doctors are also giving the medication as well as teaching meditation. Doctors are also teaching about the doing surgery, either laparoscopic or robotic surgery or open surgeries. But still, they are also teaching spirituality. Since doctors are not imparting the spiritual health, all other non-medical people like Babas, some of the gurus, they are all preaching about the spiritual health. Spiritual health must be taught by the doctors. Doctors in Arabic means duktara, those who removes the dukkha. You know pretty well, Buddha left his kingdom for the sake of wiping the dukkha of other people, to know why all other people are suffering. He is absolutely happy. He was absolutely happy. He went for meditation to know why all other people are suffering. So, as I said, all systems are okay, but all systems are very, very incomplete if we won't add spiritual health. Take care of the spiritual health, my dear friends. On this occasion, I want to emphasize that if you take care of the spiritual health, which includes mental health, emotional health, social health, the 1/4 is physical health. Whatever we say, advanced medicines, advanced investigations, all are only 1/4. But 3/4 is, it has to be taught to the patient. Patient has to take the self-responsibility for their own problem. Doctors are only the guides. Doctors are only the facilitators, catalysts. Don't take total blame. Don't take total responsibility of curing the problem. It is beautifully said, I treat, you heal. It is the you here is the health seeker, the patient. The patient must have patience to practice breath observation. The patient must have patience to look into one's own self. Most of the time we focus on our strengths, not weaknesses. For example, I am very, very handsome. My skin is glowing. I am very, very vibrant. But who knows about my weaknesses? I have to know about my weaknesses. Doctor must say, yes, focus on your weaknesses. Convert into wisdom. So this is what spirituality is. Spirituality is not gaining the success outside. Spirituality is acknowledging, addressing your own weaknesses. For example, some people are addicted to the alcohol. Some people, they are indulge always in gutka, pan, smoking and all. Why do they so? Because they are very, very unconscious. They are all injuring themselves. Even though they see in the movie trailers that smoking is injurious to health, alcohol is injurious, but still people are indulging in the alcohol and smoking. Why? Because they are all very, very unconscious. Spiritual health and spiritual science speaks about how to live very, very consciously. What goes into the mouth, that doesn't defile the person. What comes out, that defiles the person. Everyone will become aware of what is going in. If you take himsa food, you will always succumb the himsa. If you are very, very violent outside, you will also impart this violence to your own self. You will kill yourself. Of course, you may be killing the animals and avians. Avians means birds, and aquatic beings means those are in the water. Animals, aquatic beings and avians. If you kill for the sake of your food by violence, definitely you will also create violence at yourself. Indirectly, you are all polluting the nature. You are all destroying the nature. That's why Corona has come, to take revenge, to modify you, to realign to your true nature. Realigning is true spirituality. This is what religion says. It may be Hinduism, Buddhism, or it may be allopathy, homeopathy, naturopathy, Tirupati, all are the one and same. Be yourself. When you are with yourself, you can work on your health. You can work on your success. You can deal your career. You can play with the relationships. Yes, this is what life. Life is not simple education. Life not simple earning. It also includes entertainment, enjoyment and enlightenment too. Spiritual health, spiritual science speaks about this multi-dimensional way of dealing the life. See, there is no judge in the life. If you commit a mistake, you have to depend on the court for the judgment. Here, you are your own judge of your life. Without judgment, you will lead the life. You will accept everything. Spirituality makes you to accept whatever comes into your life with grace, graceful living. As an anti-aging specialist, I say people always resist aging. Anti-aging is not prevention of aging, prevention of premature aging. Anti-aging is going beyond the concept of the age. You will have, when you have this anti-aging consciousness, you will have childlike purity, innocence, spontaneity, learning, evolution, and youthful dynamism, energy, workouts. In the same manner, the aging, wisdom, all these three things will be there if you are anti-aging. You all know, face is the index of the mind. Word is the index of your soul. In the same way, the anti-aging speaks about the spiritual health in modern way. It appears as if working on your outer. The Maxwell, the pioneer in the field of the plastic surgery, said the correction of the nose or some body parts will be incomplete without correction of the mind. Even after surgery, even after correction, patient will think, the beauty lover thinks, I am not total, I am incomplete. This has to be corrected at the mental level. And second thing, as a plastic surgery PG during 2005 and 2006 at Osmania Medical College, I observed those who have willpower, even though they succumbed the burns injury, they recovered. Even 70 to 80% burns injury got healed. That is the willpower. Spiritual health speaks about willpower. It is not simple medication, my dear friends. Even though many medications, advanced medicines are coming in the modern science, people are failing. People are succumbing many disorders. The ratio of the diseases got amplified. It's all because patient is not taking self-responsibility for mental health, intellectual health, social health, what we call as a whole spiritual health. That's why I say spiritual health is the root, physical health is the fruit. So friends, develop this consciousness. You are not simple body. That is body, blood, brain, bones. No, you are also bliss. You are blissful being. This is what is said by the New Age philosophy as we are spiritual beings, came here to have human experiences. We are not human beings ought to have spiritual experiences. No. We are basically spiritual beings in this human form. Humans means matter. But there is energy. Realize this energy. Realize the consciousness. You are only focusing on the tip of the iceberg. If you see your magnanimity, your wholeness, your totality, then the problem appears very small. It may be ill health, or it may be financial crisis, or it may be a relationship issue. So shift. Spiritual health speaks about shifting to your core. How? You can do a little bit of exercise of this one. Just keep your hands like this, cross your legs, sit very comfortably. Sthiram Sukham Asanam. Anything which is comfortable. You can sit on the chair or you can sit on the floor. But you have to do at least 15 to 20 minutes minimum. Then you will realize it. See, if you say that I can't watch the movie for 3 hours. I see only 5 minutes. Can you enjoy? In the same way, meditation must be done for some time to understand, and staying with yourself has to be there at least for some time. Then only you can understand yourself, because self-mastery is life mastery. Sit very comfortably with closed eyes, keeping the specs aside, because it is an inner journey. We all know. So far we journeyed outside. Now it's the time to journey inside. Close your eyes. Start observing your normal, natural, easy, soft, tranquil, tender breath observation. How the breath is going in and coming out. Just witness. Have smile on the face. Don't have income tax paying face. Don't have constipation face. Some people with constipation, they will have very serious face. No, smiley face. Because smile is the best communication. You can make any friendship. Friends. Being friendly with the life, that is most essential. Not money alone. Not girlfriend alone. Not success alone. Yes, be with your breath. Normal breath observation.